How's it going, guys? Oddly Unorthodox here. Bit of a different type video today. We are doing Total War multiplayer like normal, but this time I've actually decided to try and record as I'm playing the game, which can be a little bit difficult, mainly because how much lag there is in these games. It's unreal. It can really make it a nightmare to try and win these games, or even try and play them. So, looking here, we are against Vampire Counts on my team, sorry, Vampire Coast and Chaos Dwarfs. They're going to have artillery. That is a have to be. They're going to have the Molten Cannons, and Vampire Coast, I imagine, will have some artillery as well. They've got a bit less units than us, so it's a good shout they probably have. So I've got some Neckhair Horsemen to try and break through, and they've also brought some Carrion in my back pocket to summon out if needed to try and shut them down. Let's have a look. How are we working? No artillery off the get-go by the looks of it. I'm not going to complain. They said to never look a gift horse in the mouth, so we're going to make our way down. Everyone down this way. The horsemen are going that way. Is there anything that I could do with shutting down? Those hand cannons are going to be annoying. Is this the Clyostra Diaphane where she just constantly summons those goddamn knights? Infernal Ironsworn. So he's gone really quite expensive on his units. Both armies have, by the looks of it, Depth Guard, Rotten Prometheans, Depth Guard. And then she obviously has what people bring her for, which is the summoning. But what we're going to do, because that probably means there is no reason for us to shoot them, we'll probably hit the Rotten Prometheans with those guys. And then let's start. Let's bring out the Kepler Guard. Some Carrion as well. Mainly because the Carrion are there just to shut down some things that might be relatively annoying. So he can start shooting the Depth Guard. They can start shooting them. What we're actually going to do is, these guys have been chilling here long enough. We're going to try and get a flank on those guys. He is debating whether he wants that engagement. We don't want the Kepler Guard to take the hit from these Infernal Guards. So what we're going to do is we're going to send those guys in first, and then send those guys in. What's he sent after us here? I'll take this fight. I'm not sure if I win this fight, but good cast from my opponent. Got to give it to him. But let's keep hitting his units, and that's what you get for not paying attention and trying to play multiple flanks at once. But we are holding this point. We're happy to be hitting those guys. Those guys have took the brunt there. I'm going to move these guys up here. How is the fight going here? What we're going to do is we're going to help our ally here. Drop this down quickly. And just to help try and win this fight.
One of your units has been destroyed.
So much ranged fighter power here, it's unreal. Our warriors are taking a beating. Less than ideal. Gonna get some more bodies down to this point. And I hope we should be able to win this point pretty hardly now. Let's see if we can get some spells off, shall we? Give ourselves some physical resistance. Gonna cast that on those guys. And then we're gonna run those guys back. Those guys have done what I needed them to.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Let's cast this on top of myself. Another squad of carrion. We've managed to deal with those two quite quickly. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to run through here and fully secure that point. Middle's looking tough. Because he's summoned Queen Bess. Right. So what we're going to do is we're now going to get enough carrion. And we're going to charge it straight for Queen Bess. 3 squads of carrion should be able to break that down quite quickly. We've got the damn knight summon, that's fine. Get more bodies out. I'm going to send those guys to try and deal with this as well. Trying our hardest to get some of these points back. Bodies down. We seem to have trapped them back there, which is good. We've managed to chop through those guys. I really need my ally to start pulling some weight. The fact he's only got 2,800 is not great. It doesn't really help me in the slightest. And we shall send the cast off there to try and cement that there. Let's bring Carter up and get some more casts.
One of your units has been destroyed.
We've shut down Queen Bess, and now we can go and try and shut down these deck gunners. Let's do that. Bring these guys onto that point. Hold the fight there with those guys. And then I'm more than happy to wait there. Cast that. Cast that as well.
You have the
Chariots have been able to shut down what I needed them to. I'm hoping we can get them onto the back here as well. If not, we're going to summon out another squad of those and send them over to shut them down. We have broke them there. Send over more bodies there. I mean, my ally, I don't know what he's sitting on so much gold. I don't know what he's waiting for summon. But, I need to pick up his weight, if I'm honest. Right, let's drop another cast on those animated hawks. Send those guys over to fight. What we'll do is we'll drop them a get some Tomb Guard over. Managed to break a lot of their squads off there. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough, sadly.
The enemy has killed our allies' lord of Henry.
What we're going to do is we're going to cast that.
Command animals. Fight.
Do that. Do that. I think this is not looking too great for us, lads. But you can see that in all fairness, I've beat one of my opponents. Sadly, it is a teammate difference this game, but it's unfortunate. I'm hoping you may have learnt a little bit about how I'd like to play. I would like to release more videos like this where I'm talking you through sort of my game plans, what I think the best idea is. Obviously, I will continue to still do the builds that I like. But you can see that this build was purely meant to be around numbers. But obviously I did not compensate for how hard my ally was going to lose. But he lost very hard. Queen Bess is out again. And it's mad that he can win by constantly summoning that thing when, you know, we just need our teammate to push up. He is really not doing anything, but we'll wait and see. Got the Neckar Horseman through. That's where we wanted them. We're actually going to get them on these guys. Let's go hit that. Sadly, he's got quite a few casts off already, and my Tomb Guard have taken an absolute battering from Queen Bess. It's going to cause us quite a few issues. His allies support him quite well, so it's making it very difficult for me to actually get anything through to stop this, if I'm honest. If we can break it off, there's a chance that it will run, well, disintegrate. But it seems to have gained some leadership. And I don't think there's much I can do to sway this, if I'm honest. We can drop these two and try and... Because we really don't want to leave Queen Bess open, it's just going to cause us so many issues. And you can see here, guys, we're in a bit of a problematic scenario. In the fact that at this point, they're both teaming up to get rid of what's left. I think we did shut down Queen Bess, so that is something. But at this point, there is really not much you can do to win. This is the only issue with 2v2s. The fact that you do rely on someone else being able to play. But in all fairness, I think I put out quite a bit of damage for this build. I did have a Hero Titan and a Necrotect as sort of a back pocket pick, but unfortunately I've had to play with pure tempo. But we've managed to shut down Queen Bess again. Stop that from becoming an issue. But at this point the game is heavily lost. I don't think there is anything we can do to try and win here. I'm not sure what my ally is trying to do, but just a bit of an unfortunate game, but it can't be helped. Try and see if we can do a little bit of damage before we lose. But you can see that he's not even half the value of me or my enemy. He really let the sword down, it seems. For some reason the skeleton warriors are very interested in taking a skeleton archers are very interested in taking a fight there. Yeah, they've been able to get their forces out, and my ally is still losing when I'm fighting two of them. So an unfortunate game, but I hope you saw a little bit of the build. And let's have a look, see how much value we did actually get on some of these units. I still think it's very important to have a look. You know, 2,800 value on the Chosen of the Gods, I'll take that. 3,000, nearly 400 value on Grand Hierophant, I'll take that as well. The Neckar Horsemen, that squad did great. These two not so much, but I did just sort of use them to shut down units I didn't want to fight. The Warriors did okay, even though they just sort of got absolutely obliterated by the spellcasting. Happy with the carry, and they made their value all day long. Good value on those. Not so good value on these guys. Okay value on those. And then I didn't manage to summon out my tech piece, which I was waiting for. But yeah, you can see that my ally just... Let's have a look at his build. Double Necromancer. Guessing that one didn't even get summoned, maybe? But 24 value on that one. A Black Coach with 47. 268 value. It just seems like a very poor build choice, if I'm honest. Yeah, his build choice just seems very poor. It didn't really have anything that he would have needed to actually win the fight. So I'm guessing he must have been a new Vampire Counts player, it happens. This has been Oddly Unorthodox. I hope you've enjoyed this different type of video, and I'll catch you on the next one.